Hello there and welcome to the third episode of our OptimizePress website teardowns. And from the last one we asked you all which website would you like to see us build from scratch, and we had the choice of Zapier and Infusionsoft. And the majority of you picked Zapier, so we have chosen Zapier today, and we'll do Infusionsoft a bit later on for the rest of you who wanted to see that site. So Zapier it is. Here it is on the screen. This is the page that we've got a screen grab of, and this is the one we're working through. And for those of you who don't know Zapier, Zapier is an amazing company that sort of takes out the technical things that people need to connect two applications together. For example, if you wanted to code something to fire emails from your Gmail account into your Dropbox, that's possible to code a little application online that does that. But Zapier takes the pain and the hassle out of all that kind of stuff, and they create little tiny, well, they call them zaps, and they're little tiny connections between like thousands of services. So Twitter, Slack, Trello, they go on, Evernote. There's lists of all these different services that connect together, and we'll show you a bit more about that in a second as we scroll down here. So this is the page. This is Zapier. It's a great service. If you don't use it, you might go on the site and actually see something you've been wanting to do for a while, and you now realize it can be done with Zapier, like two applications like Aweber talking to someone, or ActiveCampaign speaking to your site, something like that. You can connect these two applications. It's a really, really amazing service. It's been around for years as well. Back in the day, I remember using it when it first came out, making connections between different applications. But the landing page itself is super. It's a nice bright page, lots of white space, and they've kept that same orange color theme throughout this entire page. So I'll scroll through this one and then I'll quickly show the one that we've made. And then further down this video, there's obviously the full teardown. You can watch me build it right away from scratch. So here's the page. This is the top header section, nice bright. They've got that sort of pop art background image in there. You can see the sort of superhero characters. You can imagine a zap sound or a wow or a pow sound coming as he punches that guy and that character there. But they've got that pop art orange sort of background and that sort of dotted effect over it. So they've got a nice bright super header, which is instantly the only call to action there is to get started. Now I'm on a big screen, so it's quite spaced out wide here, but if you're on a smaller screen, this would obviously probably all be above the fold. This whole getting started link would be the first thing you see, and they clearly tell you exactly what it does. They connect the apps that you use, they automate tasks so you can get more out of your data. That's exactly what Zapier does. They tell you that in one sentence straight away with the link get started. So if you scroll down straight away, you're hit with some big company logos of recognized brands. You got like BuzzFeed, Groupon, Spotify there. So these are big companies that all use Zapier. So it's a great way for them to show authority in their market. They're being used by huge, big brands. So it speaks for itself. Seeing these logos instantly adds that great appeal to other people who land on their site. They'll see recognized logos. And going down, you can see they've put in here some little examples of apps that you can connect, like Gmail to Dropbox, and you can simply click on this, use this, and it'll take you through to setting up an account where you can create and connect these two applications together and do certain things between the apps. So they've instantly shown you a quick example of a Zap that you can use, or how you can connect some apps with a link to go and use one straight away. As we go further down, we've got this nice background image, full width, right across the page with a testimonial, and they show you the person giving the testimonial there. And this person's from SitePoint, so another big website on the web. And below that, again, two examples of Zaps that you can use. You got one here with RSS to buffer, and you can click on here to go and use that, or you can click and read the full case study from this testimonial. Going a bit further down, they've covered some sort of benefits or showing you exactly what it does. They're saying you can explore all of our apps, and then you can integrate and then automate. Okay, so it pretty much says it there in the 3 bullet points: explore, integrate, and automate. And it really does do that. Zapier can automate so much work behind the scenes for you. It can take a lot, or save you a lot of hours in your day. Going further down, they've got broken up the white space with that nice orange bar right the way across the top, slightly fading over on the right hand side as well, a bit of a gradient to it. And then they've got a little video here you can play. It shows you a bit about a Zap that's in use, or making a Zap. And again, they've got a link here to the getting started. This will take you through to the sign up page if you don't already have an account. So another call to action here as you come further down. Nice headline: unlock the hidden power of your apps. Headlines like that can really take or cause people to take action. That's unlock the hidden power of your apps. We all have hundreds of apps. If you just saw the recent blog post on our blog, we've covered some of the apps that we use internally as a team, and all of them apps are probably here inside Zapier. Here's a list of some of them, look, the popular ones, and you can also search at the top here, or you can scroll down. So they're instantly showing you on this same landing page all the apps that they work with here, and there are hundreds. You can go through them. You'll recognize these top ones here, that if you use them, there'll be some way that you can use these to talk to each other. Send email into Google Sheets, take Evernote notes that you've got, or bring stuff from Google Drive into Evernote, maybe send something from MailChimp into Evernote. There's just so much. It's never ending, the kind of things you can do. Sending leads into different applications. It works with different, like WordPress and WooCommerce. So it's really, you're connecting these two applications and being able to use some of the data that you couldn't quite get hold of before, or you needed to manually code something. So if you wanted to send some data from your email list like MailChimp and store it into a spreadsheet, well, there you go. There's probably a connection to send something from MailChimp into a spreadsheet inside Google, and you've got the data that you wanted. So great little showcase here on this page to show you all the apps. People going down here would see things that may be related to them. Payment processing, they might click on that, and then they can see exactly what they could do from there. So you see, I've clicked payment processing. You see it all changed here. Look, these are all the apps in payment processing: Stripe, Gumroad. There's so much you can do here. Help desks. If you use help desks, you'll probably recognize some of these logos. Email marketing. There you go. Like Active Campaign, you could fire people from Active Campaign into a spreadsheet. So it's a great place on their landing page to show you the tools that are the apps that are available. And also notice that they're not sending me away to another page. Okay, so I'm just clicking and it's loading there right on the screen. So it's everything's there. It saves me actually going away to another page to view all the apps. Going further down, we've got another testimonial here from Mr. Paul Jarvis, a popular web designer, his testimonial, and then look, one of his apps there, and you can click on the use this as well, so it takes you through to use his app. Nice big powerful image ending with this sort of testimonial towards the bottom of the page, sort of to reinforce other people or other well-known people using their services. And then again, the last call to action at the bottom was getting started, takes you again through to the sign up page, and then they've got the footer stuff. So that's their page. That's a quick overview of it. I'd imagine many of you are very familiar with it, and we're going to show you our page that we built. So here's our page. We've pulled across their same orange color, which is obviously a great, loud, high impact kind of color. It's got bold. As soon as you see it, it's bright, and it just had a great first appeal to it. So I'll keep flicking between the two here, so if you can follow along, there's their page, and this is our page. If we scroll down, we've used the trust sort of logos to allow you guys to go and put in some of your own logos of companies that you've worked with. And then going further down, we've included this other section with using our tab element here, so you can put in some more content that shows inside this tab element. If I go back to the Zapier page, so this is that area here, then they've used their Zap examples. Going further down, this is their testimonial. We included the same style of testimonial, text over on the right, and then we've included a link here to read. In this example would be to read the case study or the testimonial. When you click on ours, we've opened up the overlay optimizer, and it's got some more content in there. So it's not having an opt-in form, and it's not taking someone away from this landing page. Okay, so the content is there for them to view. They can close it down and carry on going down the page. If we look here, we've got the three features they have. We've included ours: design, test, and integrate. And of course, you could switch this out, put in your own relevant icon, something that's related to whatever the product is that you're promoting or the service that you're offering. And they've included their video. We switched ours around. We went with the same background, the swirly brush background that we used in the top section. We brought that down here to highlight this whole video area. We put our video on the right, and then we've included some more content here on the left. We also have the overlay optimizer in place here, which is actually an opt-in form for this one, for getting started. If you were using this page, obviously you could choose to take people to a sign up or some kind of sales page. I also didn't mention at the top, we have that same button as them, which is the overlay optimizer again. We've used that straight away on that first call to action there. And going a bit further down, let's see what Zapier have on theirs. They've included their apps. Obviously we can't do anything like that. You probably could code something kind of similar using tabs or some other external scripts. We don't want to make this complicated, so we included to have some nice bold text and nice thinner text below it with some descriptions. So you can obviously edit these if you have these kind of stats, like a stat area or even some benefits. You don't have to use numbers, of course. You can use something completely different there. And going further down, they've got the last testimonial towards the bottom. So we again included another testimonial, nice big background image applied here. You might notice this image as well is possibly one of the ones on our free image stock list that we put on the blog. If not, you can find this in one of the free stock sites. And again, we've used the testimonial section here with a button, and again, the call to action that brings up, or the call to action is to open up the overlay optimizer, which brings up a bit more information about a case study or a success story, whatever you're covering on your page there. So that's really it. And then as we go down, we end with that final call to action, just like they've got. I've used that same color there, that green. Obviously, this color goes well with this orange, but it's actually it's kind of got a very different appeal to it. The green really is a it breaks up the flow of the colors of this page. I find it stands out, and I mean, if you're scrolling down, you don't expect to see a green of that color tone, and it comes straight in. It's very catching. Your eye is instantly drawn to it. We applied with the white button over the top, and again with the overlay optimizer. So that is really it, guys. That's an overview of these or of our page and what we've built compared to, let's go back to the Zapier page here. So they've inspired us. We've created our page sort of based off theirs, using some of their colors. And there it is. It'll be ready in the Clubhouse. People can go and download it and start using it. Or, like I said before, below this video is the full teardown. It's much longer. We go through every step as we build this exact page here that you're looking at right now. We take you through every step, every element I put in, even all the text and things. I'm copy and pasting. So it's all there, ready for you to follow along. Questions, anything like that, you can post them all in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for your feedback. We love hearing and seeing the sites you guys build of these new teardowns that we're doing. So stay tuned for the next teardown and enjoy the full complete teardown video below.